Hey guys, hope you're all doing fantastic today. I'm doing pretty gosh darn good. We got all the drywall up. Well, sort of. I'll explain that in a bit. We had a little bit of an issue, or I had a little bit of an issue. So the main drywall is done, right? All this stuff, all this stuff is done. Wraps around there. It's all over there. That's all done. And I started putting up the paneling, or at least laying it out to see how many sheets. I think I picked up enough sheets, measured everything out, did my justice with that, and then I'm laying everything out now so I can see how many large sheets I have and then how much cutting I have to do. But we I did have an issue afterwards. He did leave me, thankfully, and this is helping out a ton. He left me a sheet and a half of drywall since that's what I paid for. And I said, yeah, I could definitely use it in other parts of the house and stuff like that down in the basement. Well, it's actually coming in handy some other place. So this is where the bar area was actually going to be. It's still going to be there. But while I was taking out the paneling that was up there, actually that paneling right there was a little bit of mold on the bottom of the drywall. So that all got tossed out. I took off the stuff on the sides as well, over here and over here. Made sure to take all that out. Well, this was actually gone, so that's fine. I took all that out. I'm gonna redo it with a corner bead going up the corner there, as well as this side over here. Putting in the drywall now to fill in that spot and that spot, and then that'll all be good. So looking forward to that. But yeah, it was a little bit of a setback, but it's not something that I can't just fix over like just a few hours and have it done. All right, so we are now a few days past that last video clip, and the basement is really coming together here. So to catch you up on everything, we had a little bit of an issue over here in the bar area. Some of the drywall had to be ripped out. I had to take care of that, which was nice because I still have spare drywall to use. So I just built that up myself, and it's looking good. The rest of the basement is looking fantastic. The lights are in. We have all the new lighting fixtures. Those are awesome. They're adjustable. I think there's like maybe 8 settings, 6 or 8 settings where you can adjust them to really high and really low. Right now it's middle of the range, and I think it's doing a good job, perfect job of illuminating the whole area. Apart from that, all of the paneling, you can see where the old stuff was over here, and all of the new paneling is up. That's looking good. Got the trim on the paneling up now, as well as, oh, we're starting to paint too. You can see the difference between the two. That white, I love it. Makes it look really sharp. I'm not sure if I talked about this in the other videos. The reasoning for the coloring that I'm picking out, all white on the walls, everything's getting painted white, obviously, as you can see here. And then ceiling, everything in black. Floor is gonna be gray, like a mix between light and dark gray. The reason I'm doing all of that is for 2 reasons. The first one is to keep everything universal. This is obviously going to be a rental space down the road. I want anyone to be able to rent this space and come down here and decorate it as they see fit. This being a very neutral area, anyone can decorate anything down here. You can make it a sporting area, you can make it like a theater room, you can make it a kids play area, you can do anything you want down here and it works. The second reason is because especially with the walls, when everything is white, like with some of the paneling, there were some areas where I had to go in with wood filler and sand it down and make it look nice. Painting everything white, it hides all of those little mistakes. Any little mistakes you have with something like that, it'll hide it very well. So that's why I kind of went with that. And so far it's looking really good. We're gonna make a lot of progress this week on finishing it to where next week, crossing my fingers, that I can work on the floor and get the floor taken care of, and then we can work on the Lego. We have to separate the two because it is going to cost a decent amount for shelving. So I'm going to separate all of the Lego area apart from all of the tabletop gaming area. The Lego stuff we're going to be picking out first. I'm going to have maybe 1 or 2 people come over and help me out. I think Black Friday is going to be a perfect day for that, honestly. I'm kind of busy up until then, but it should be Black Friday. And then have a couple people come over, put some shelving together, and then I can move all of the Lego stuff down here. It's going to be cool. And the way we're going to have it set up is, I was thinking about, well, if I don't have enough room for the Lego City, or the big diorama that I wanted to do, why not set up individual little dioramas? And to be honest, that would be a lot more money. And luckily, we have the space to set up 3 good-sized tables down here and still have plenty of walking space around everything. So you can see everything, and it's awesome. So yes, we are going to have the Lego City down here. I have more than enough base plates to get the thing going, so I'm excited. I can't wait to get the Lego channel going, get all the base plates, get all the building done. It's gonna be fun, and I can't wait to share that with you. The rest of it, for the tabletop gaming area, we actually have a decent amount of the stuff ready for it. As far as like the tables and the chairs, can't wait to show you the table. That's freaking cool. The shelving is gonna have to wait until maybe the middle of December, and then I'll go to Ikea and I'll do one final run to get all that stuff before the holidays, because we have, I think, a family Christmas later in the month, and I want to make sure a majority of the basement is finished by that point to where everybody can enjoy it. We'll be playing board games, we'll be watching Christmas movies on the TV with the fireplace going over here in the corner. They can all look at the Legos, and like I love it. It's always a conversation starter for anyone, even if you're not into Legos. Just talking about all the cool things with them. It's what, like the Titanic, the Millennium Falcon, the Transformer ones. Like, I love how much of a centerpiece any Lego can be. So looking forward to that. But yeah, this weekend is just gonna be, right now it's gonna be all painting, getting all of this painted, so that by Monday or Tuesday, we should be starting to clean the floors and get it ready for painting on the floors then too. All right, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of idea of what we were gonna be looking at downstairs. Let's go for Billy shelves. So the Billy, well, let's take them Billy. So the Billy bookshelf itself is going to be a big part of it. This one is actually going to be, I think, going in the corner. I think it does a really good job. It fits there. Where the work table is going to be, where I can actually work on sets, or all the storage is going to be. There's enough space there to put a shelving unit. So I'm thinking about just putting in a corner lot, which isn't bad. I mean, they're not going to be huge sets that are displayed there. It will mostly be, if anything, actually, this isn't a bad idea. This setup right here, whoa, no. Having this kind of a setup, with maybe having sets displayed up here, and then having, ooh, never mind. I was going to say put maybe the manuals down here, or other Lego related stuff. I think it would have to be other related stuff, because I have way too many manuals. They're not going to fit down here. Alright, so let's go back. Let's look at... We need not a shelf. We actually need a table. Table top? We're going to track this down one way or another. Tabletop. Okay. That works too. The tabletops. Ooh, that's a big one. We don't want this one right here. The 63 by 31 and a half. If we put... This is actually, I think, the table length that I have. Yeah, it is, actually. It looks a little shorter in this picture, but it's actually a decent length. 63 inches is pretty good. So if we put 2 of these together, like if we have one here, and then we have one here right next to it, that's the same width that it is lengthwise. So we're going to put one table here, we're going to have one next to it, and then we're going to have one table going the long way, butting up against the end of them. That's going to be what we have to work on with the Lego City. Now, that's not to say it can't be expanded, which is very easy to do. Whether it's with another piece like that, or it's something that's maybe a little smaller. we can easily just go and get like a square piece of laminate cut and put some table legs on it. These table legs are actually really good quality. I really enjoy. I mean, 1,300 reviews, 2174. These are solid Lego table legs. So I think we're gonna end up just going with those just to keep it simple. But that's pretty much what we're gonna be looking at for the Lego City. All right, so I think I'm gonna wrap this video up now. I just had my my class with the tutor for Japanese. It's going well. I'm still getting caught up in sentence structure. That's still a big issue for me. I don't know if just repetitive usage of how they do their sentences, like just keep doing it over and over and over and over again. Hopefully that'll burn it into my system. But I'm still getting messed up with exactly how to properly say things over there. Like I want to continue to say it. Even I'm saying the words correctly, I'm just not putting them in the right order. And that's still like, even after 4 weeks of classes, it's still throwing me off. So that's really the only main thing I got to work on. And then there's so many different words for, like if you're talking about something that's here, that here or there or over there, there's like 3 different words to describe that, or to talk about it. But then it also depends on if you're talking about an object, a person, or a place, because then they differ as well. So it hurts my brain, but it also feels rewarding at the same time. So I'm enjoying it, and the tutor's fantastic. I'm enjoying her company with learning everything, and she's so patient with me. So I want to thank her for that. But I think that's going to do it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one, where we're going to be talking about the basement and all the painting that we're doing this weekend. But I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care and peace out.